Hi, I'm back with the first element. I think it's the first element of, yeah, it is the first element, number 27. I think it's update 27. Anyway, well, I'm going to move that out of the way. What I'm looking for now is parts T9, and there's two. I've cut one off earlier on, and the reason I wanted to test, I forgot this is the best method for the thicker PE. The reason being that I can put a lot of pressure and it won't, that blade won't break. I actually broke one of the blades earlier on, so the scalpel blades, because they flex too much. So anyway, so here we go. We're going to get this part off, and there it is there. I've already got one off there. You can see where I've removed one. I'm not going to bring it down too near because I found out I was getting out of focus, or I wasn't in the picture. So here we go. So we're going to go this way, and then this way, and this way. And that's it, because you can get a lot more pressure on this blade, and it's thicker as well. That does. I suppose it's a similar method to Ron's when he had that special blade made. But this one, I'm going to make one, alter one of these later on with unless I can have a look and see if they've got one like it. Anyway, but that I think it's working perfectly for this anyway. So now I've got to do a bit of sanding. What am I doing? A bit of filing on it, and I'm going to do that way. Yep, and that way, and this way. There you go. So now we're going to bring our trusty bender in, and going to use this. And what I'm going to do is push it in underneath here. There you go. I could come down a little bit, not too much. There you go for now. So I can still keep him in focus a little bit when I'm moving around. So, and where's my little blade? There it is. 45, bring it out, turn it round, oops, turn it round, and put it in there underneath there, same position, look at that, yep, that's about right, and then we get back in again, and there you go. Right, that's that one done. So we've got two done, and where did I put the other one? Oh, I don't know. It's gone walkabout. Oh, there it is. It didn't walk far. I'd already bent that one and all to see if how it works. So I've got two of those done. Now we've got to look for the next bit to do, and I think I've already done some of the ones on there. So if we look on there. That's on the outside. T2 goes on the outside. I suppose we can get T2. But this is what we're looking for. That's T15, and that's a compass, if I remember rightly. Well, I've got a compass now, so I don't need that. So I've got to put these on here. So we're going to look, see where it goes. And there it is. Now I think it goes something like that, but I'm going to have to look, because so I'm going to come back in a couple of seconds and I'll show you something on a photograph. Here we go, back in a second. Right, we're back, and I've got a photograph, and there it is. So it gives me a good idea basically, but that bit I won't be putting in because the compass obviously is at a side somewhere on this one, or I could put the compass there, but that's what that's meant to be. So anyway, there you go. So that's what we're looking at, coming into that. So I'm going to put that over there out of the way. There you go. So these bits go. Oh no, don't know why I closed it down, so I'm going to just have a quick look again. And there it is. So what we're going to do, this bit here has got to come basically there. So it does. Let's put that over there out of the way because it's there you go. So this goes here and it goes up for that above it. Now that bit's got to be snipped off for this. Right, here we go. So we're going to have to do some snipping now. And I should have known that at the beginning. There we go. So I'm going to snip this bit off here flat. And the blade should do a nice job. Oh, I've got to make sure I get it flat. That's it. And get the old small knife. And come in and go along here. I'll go in there with a file in a minute. I've got to do the other one as well because they're both the same. So this is basically what I'm going to be doing. Oh, that's better doing that a second time with that, so I might just see if I can tighten that one up. I think I can. Yeah, I can. Now I just got to give me old sander and I'll use this one. Going a bit more with that. That's alright. Just going to go. It. It's gone off nice, so we're going to do the other one. And there it is, so I'm going to go and get in with this. I'm using natural light here at the moment, so not too bad. Right, go across there with that. Try and get in there. I'll give it a bit smoother one now, just to get rid of anything that's really. Nope, still got a bit there, a lip. That's where I glued it to there, obviously. Now I'm going to do some smoothing. I might have used the old Tammy file here, I don't know if it'll work. Sort of. That one's the same. Yeah, that can do it a little bit more cleanup. That's probably been a bit fastidious, really. Lovely word, fastidious. I'm going to start watching the original series of Shogun tonight. I've come through the post. I had it in DVDs when it first came out. Not DVD, VHS video track. And but now I've got it on Blu-ray, so this should be a little bit clearer. That's nearly there. Yep, nearly there. Now, one of these now goes up there. Where's that? So that seems rather weird because it's replaces that bit. Oh, I think I've got it. Sort of goes like that. So leans up there, so I'm going to a bit of super glue and do that, and I might have to do a bit of filling later, but where is it? Which one do I have? Let's have this one. Put it in there. Right, here we go again. Where did I put that? There it is. Now, need that. See if it works. Of course it won't. When you're on camera, these things never work. But you're not on camera, sorry about that. That doesn't really seem right to me, because that's so look. No, it's got a shadow, so it does go like that, and but it's meant to go back into that bit there. Right, here we go. A bit more. I'll put it on there. Right, here we go. Sorry, I'm offline. I'm having problems with this. Right, that's the way it's got to go, and it's got to go slightly crooked to give it support. So and it is level there. I'll run a bit of super thin glue there, so it follows it a little bit. It's got to follow some the pattern of the hole round, so hence I've done it that way. So I'm going to do the same on the other one. The only other way, I suppose, is if you angle it. But right, anyway, that's going to do the same with this one. And okay. Whoops. There we go. I've got to go in by hand and do the same. So I'm going to line up on that there and come in straight like so. Right, if we put these together, hopefully they look pretty similar, and they do. So I'm going to put some reinforcing super glue on the underneath and on for each part, and I'm going to use the thin glue for that. So get that bit out of the way, and we get some thin, extra thin down here. I might use my little cabinet hole this time. It's sitting there doing nothing, isn't it? Let's see if I can get this off. No, I can. I don't like pouring super glue really, but sometimes you have to. Right, that's it. That'll do. I'm going to use model kit stuff's idea. I've got a nutcracker downstairs and I don't know why I don't use that for trying to get in there. But anyway, so I'm going to put some reinforcing underneath this with this bit. Oops. I've got to burn this off because it's got too much super glue on it. And here we go. That one's done. I might put a bit on the inside on the top just to give it a bit of a strength at the top end. And I've done it. So that one's done. Got to do this one now. And again, we're coming in from the back. Oh, see, that needs reinforcing, that does, doesn't it? It didn't stay at all. The other one did. So what I've got to do is that again. what I'm going to do is get a bit of my thicker glue again and put it on underneath. And do the same again. No, it's not gone. It's got to go a bit further. So it's the same as the other one. Yep, that's it. Right, I'm going to run this thinner stuff now around it quickly. So see, I saw it going in. You may not have done, but. I'll put a bit on the side here for giving it strength. I'll do that with the other one. Whoops. There you go. I'll do the same with this one. Try and keep things the same. More. This is very thin, so it just runs down, and you're not going to see underneath here anyway. There you go. Now they looked apart. And that was the only way I could see it doing it, because I wanted to get it a little bit better at the back as well, so that's okay. So that, as far as I'm concerned, I can live with that. Perhaps they just welded them on some, but that looks very similar to what it is on the other one. It looks like he did the same, so there you go. So that's that bit done. Right then, I'm going to call that quits for this segment, because that's a bit of a long one. But anyway, see you on the next segment. Right, back to look for a quick one. I didn't go anywhere. I just thought I'd look around here and find another part. And I'm looking for my snips. Like anything else, oh, there it is. I'm looking for a A14. There it is, just there, the big bit. So, and there it is there. A14. There we go. Snip. Snip. A little snip here, a little snip there. Oops. And you snip it and it goes on the floor. Luckily it's quite a big piece, so I can see it. Right, I'm going to give this bit a clean up. This is for the coning tower. And I'm going to give it a bit of clean up where we cut it off. There you go. Now I'm going to just do my soft rubber as I normally do. Now whether I glue this on now or not, I'm not sure. So let's have a quick look. This goes into there. I never noticed that little bit there. It's a little loop, very fine mould in that bit. I never even noticed that. So this goes into here. Now there's a good possibility I can actually glue that later. And I think again, because I can come straight in there like that. So I'm going to leave that. So that's got to go into a, is that a dry pot? Yeah, that's the bit I've got to be using next time. So that's going to go into the pot for next time. So there you go. So that's going to go in at the end, and that's where the binoculars are on a stand. Now I'm not sure whether that happened or whether that's where the compass, because it shows you a compass, and I prefer to have a compass there, but we'll see. So this was a very short segment, and I'll see you in the next segment. Well, that's it. I coughed to see if it was working on the microphone. I did switch it off though. Right, I didn't do this on camera. This was very, very tricky. And bending those and heating them and putting it and sanding, shaking, doing bits, going back and forward. And I thought to myself, I can't do that on camera. I did try to start, and I've deleted the little bit of film because it just taking so long. So I thought, if I do a short survey update, you can see, I think I did that on camera, but this bit was really tricksy, as I call it. So I've done that. Now these are the hand grabs. I think that comes out of it and he can pull himself up on it. And there you go. So we've got the lifeboat. Now I can spray all this in the colour and then hand paint that, no issues, because I can actually get round all over the place for it. So, and that'd be good. And I believe it's painted like an orangey reddy colour to stand out. I would have thought it'd been sort of grey, but I suppose being when you're throwing it in the water, you want to be able to see it. So I'm going to go with the colour it looks like on some of the photographs I've seen of other people modelled it. So there you go. So that's getting there now, and I think that bit's done. For as far as this goes now. So we're now going to start looking at this bit again, but yeah, so I think that's quite nice. It's done. I've added it on there with thick super glue, the actual bits there, and then I've reinforced all the bits with the thin super glue, which is this one, and then with the with this, because the pegs didn't fit from them brass brackets at the bottom, I actually put a bit of use this and stretched it over and actually filled the area, and then went in with extra thin, and thinned it out and cleaned up the area as well. So just got to do a bit of super glue touch up there. I don't think I actually will. I think I'll just leave that as it is because I think it's okay. It's all pretty flat, but as I said, so I've done that bit now, so I'm going to call that quits. And now what I'm going to do is look for my next project to do, and then I shall do that on camera. So anyway, so let's get back to this. That was another little short segment really, but I think you can see what I've done. I think it's going to look nice, and there you go. See you shortly. Having a nice strong cup of tea here, and I've started because I found that if this part does fit nice, but you've got to make sure you get those gaps perfect. So I started off at the front, gluing it at the front, and it's going to need a bit of cleaning up, but because I'm going to leave it that until tomorrow, and because I didn't want to knock that little circle off, that is a little where the rigging drops off. And I've glued along this bit all the way along here, glued all the way up here, and I've been sitting here for ages holding this firmly because I didn't want to put a clamp on it because it's round and it just wouldn't have worked. And I'm just going to take these tapes off soon, and I've got that bit there. I've glued down here, but I haven't glued up there. So, and the reason for that is I'm going to be dropping this into place soon. So, and it does fit, and then this bit that we did earlier can eventually, once I've painted it, can drop into place as well. But the good thing, I didn't think I'd be able to spray too much on it, but I thought I'd have to spray the inside. But what I can do is build this up, put this inside because it will go in there, and then spray from underneath and on top for this part, all these parts, and then obviously that one will be sprayed at the same time, but then detail painted as well. So that's my plan, and there is a couple of bits to go in here. There's the platform there, which once it finishes, that where is it? Where's that little dip? Oh, there it is. And that's the piece that's got to go at the front, and might need modifying and get rid of that bit because there's a brass plaque that goes there with the binoculars on it. I think the compass comes there somewhere on this side, and then there's another bit over there, and we've got the actual speaker, the actual voice box where they, like on the old ships where they used to talk down into a trumpet, and that goes there as well. So over in this corner. So that's what we're going to be doing. But I've had to do the last couple of bits offline because I found it, the videos were getting longer and longer, and I didn't want to bore you completely. So, but this part, as you can see, that's what I've done. Straightforward, and I think I did that, putting them on place on video as well anyway. And I thought to myself, I can't put this spray in here, but I can actually spray everywhere in here, because that bit will be okay, that bit. And then once all there's spray, but at different angles and coming up from the bottom, that'll all be covered inside. And so at the back. Now the only thing I've got to remember is to put that bar in, but I can still get to the inside that to do that anyway. Or I could just melt the brass bits in, and I might even try that. Anyway, so because there's only 6 of them and I think you've got 7. Yeah, so we're doing quite well now. So what I'm thinking about doing is, because I've got these strapped in and glued, to pop this one into place and put the glue. Now the glue can run down this bit, and that's the bit that's going to retain it anyway. So here we go. So I'm going to pop that in, and as you can see, it's just dropped into place. And good. And I can actually now glue this bit and then push that back up. And it's going to be covered anyway, because this bit goes over the top of it. So I can actually do that. So there you go, and that's in there. So what I'm going to do now is pull that slightly forward and glue this back bit now. And I'll show you me doing that now. I might be able to take this bit of tape off. And you have to hold it, that's the only trouble, because I can't put a clamp on it, it's too curved. Someone must have a good idea how to do it, but I thought no, I'd rather sit here. It's just 8 minutes past 6 and on Friday, and I was watching Chasing, so I can actually just put a bit of glue down in this bit and let it sink in, like down in here. It will sink in and come down so far, and then push. And now I've got to hold that for a while, and I might be able to get a little bit on the inside there. That's it, done it. So now just got to hold that, and I'm going to sit here for about 5 or 6 minutes. So what I'm going to do is switch off and I'll come back when it's done. So these little short segments are quite good, but we'll better put that glue on properly. So I'm just going to hold this like this, and then I'll come back and we'll glue this bit in as well. And it doesn't matter, it does go right back to the corner, which is nice. And it goes down there. Yeah, it does. Very nice. So there you go. So I'm going to switch off and cut back. So we'll come back after I finish clamping this bit. See you in a minute. Well, we're back, and here we go. Now this bit's still loose. You can see that it moves back and forward. If I do that, oops, moves back and forward slightly. So I've got to glue it in, and I've pushed it in. I don't want to take it out anymore. And what I've done is cleaned up a bit round the back. I've still got some bits to do. I've put some, you can see plastic bit there to where we've got little indentations. Round the front, I've got a bit of white my plastic filler that I use there to do it. I've got them in places, and I've got a little bit up here, and I've cleaned up round there. And so what I've got to do now, and I've also got that bit in, and I've cleaned up a bit there, and I've got a bit of white plastic there because there was a little dent. This has been awkward, but I did finish holding that bit up, and now what I've got to do is glue this bit back in. So that's the bit I'm going to be doing now on camera. So I haven't done them bits yet, but I will do later on. I've been cleaning up, as I said. So right, here we go. So we're going to get some glue, and I might go with this one this time because it's a bit slower, but does the job. So what I've got to do now is push this back in, and it goes back quite nicely in there now. And I'm going to run it down in through here. And then turn that on the other side and do the same that side. I don't mind how much I'm putting out. And there you go. So what we're going to do now is hold that in place now. Oops. And that's what it's, oops. You can see that now, and hold it in place. So that will glue in there. And then what I can do now is I can't put the other bit in yet because I want to do some more sanding and cleaning and hold this a bit longer. But yes, so getting there slowly. I'm going to make a modification to this because it's way too long, and I've moved this bit up. I cut the plastic bits, I've moved them up because I know where it goes now, because this is the actual bottom of the periscope, which you can't see because it's inside anyway. So I want to modify that to fit to the right height for what I want on when it goes in the case, because I don't want the periscope miles high, because you're actually taking up too much room. So just doing this. I'm quite happy with this. I need a bit there, so it's gone in there and it's working nicely. In fact, it's actually getting done quite nicely now. I'm going to put a bit of glue down there. Oh, you can't see, can you? You can see now when I've come up there, I'm going to there, which is that, if I get this, that bit there. You can see that. I'm going to do the other side now. And I'm going to squash that in a bit. And that's doing really well. You're not going to see any of this anyway, but there you go. And this bit still slides in quite comfortably. So I'm not going to go all the way down because I know once I do it, I'm going to be gluing it. So that's okay. So you can see that's okay. So let that glue, hold that in a bit more. And yeah, so I've got to go. I'm still waiting for them bits. I think they've dried anyway, but getting the smoothness on the front. And I've got to sand a bit more down here. That's coming quite nice. You can see when you see the shiny bits, that's where it's been done, and it's coming around. I've got to add I've got to add the seams across here again, the actual weld seams, these ones here. So I might have to do quite a few there, and they do fade out a bit to the top anyway. They did fade out, so I'm going to come up over the top and do each one with a very thin bead of what they call it, stretch sprue, and I'm supposed to show you the part of that later on in the next bit of the module. This might be the final module of this one, but because I've got up to the point where once I finish cleaning this up, I can actually just start spraying up inside, and I might be able to do all these handrails around here. I'm going to use the kit handrails because they're 3D. The photo etch ones are nice, they're very thin, but I just like the fact they're round. I might use the plates on these because there's PE plates that go over these holes, so the PE bit, the plastic bit will go into that, so it's got a little bracket that it holds it in place, so that'd be quite good. So yeah, so if I do that, leave that like that, and call that quits for this update. So, and what I'll do is in the next update you'll see me doing a bit of sanding and finishing touches. So this is it. This is the end of update 26, I think it is. I hope it's 26. Anyway, thank you for watching, and sorry about I didn't do much of this on video, because at the end of the day it was taking me a long time, especially with that, and then basically then I was gluing, and I did do the gluing bit and held it for a long time. So we're getting there, and it's looking quite nice. It looks funny like this, really, doesn't it? But yeah, so there you go. So I'm going to call that quits, and I'll put the glue there. Gives you a bit of idea of how big it is. Thank you very much, and happy modelling, and thank you to all my subscribers that view these videos. And I may or may not do this type of build again. We're showing you bits and pieces, but it all depends. But thank you very much, and happy modelling.